Okay, hello everybody on YouTube. Today I want to talk to you guys about some new perfumes in my collection, ones I've been reaching for a lot. With it becoming spring, I really have been craving like stuff that's a little bit more fruity and fresh, but I really don't have a lot of that kind of stuff in my collection because I do tend to be drawn to more darker scents or gourmand, creamy scents. So those are still gonna show up, but let's just get into it. One that I got about a month or two ago that I've been really excited to talk to you guys about is Victoria's Secret Tease Cream Cloud. This one is really cool. I think it's a fantastic perfume and like a really interesting perfume for Victoria's Secret to do. It's like a very fluffy, creamy scent that I think is perfect for summer. Like this is, if you want something that's creamy and soft and pretty and sexy for summer, this is your girl. It's like almost, ever since I saw it compared to In the Stars, I can see that. To me, it's like a smoother, fluffier version of that. I mean, I think it's definitely its own thing though. It's still very different. There's a pepper note in it. I think like black pepper. It's either black pepper or pink pepper or something that just adds this like fun edge to it, but it's not too much either. Because other than that, it's just this very airy, transparent scent that's kind of creamy as well. I love this. I think it's really pretty, and this is like perfect for warm weather. Another one I've been really into lately is an old favorite of mine, and that is Ariana Grande Cloud. When I initially got it, I thought it smelled just like Baccarat Rouge, and then I didn't feel that way anymore once I smelled them side to side. And then I stopped liking it as much. But I've been getting back into it, and I do think it's just like a really pretty, kind of fantastic, iconic perfume, because it really isn't, it is its own thing. It has a similar scent profile to Baccarat Rouge, and that it has that like cotton candy vibe that Baccarat Rouge does, that kind of puts it in the same family as like a Burberry Her. You know, fits alongside those pretty easily, but it's still its own thing. There's like compared to Baccarat Rouge, I feel like this is more airy, it's more transparent. There's a slight kind of coconutty, fruity tang to it. Not really, it's not tangy, but like, it doesn't smell like straight up cotton candy. Like there's more to it than that. It also, I feel like, has kind of a clean laundry vibe to it as well. And I just think it's a really pretty, fun, playful scent that I just think is kind of, I don't know, I feel like this is really a perfume of the moment, a perfume of like, this marks a time and place. The time we're in right now, like I just feel like this will be one of the iconic perfumes of like the 2010s and 2020s that will just always harken back to now. And I think it's really great, and definitely one I'm glad that I have in my collection. And it's the first full-size bottle I ever owned, and it's just like growing back on me again. And I think this is beautiful in the summer. I think that's really when this shines, is warm weather. The next one I want to talk about is one that I smelled at the store, and I was just like obsessed with it, and I wanted to buy it then and there, but they didn't have any. So I ordered it online, and it is Narciso Rodriguez Musc Noir Rose. This is the first fragrance of his I own, and I just think this is so gorgeous. It's interesting because it's a very light perfume. It isn't too heavy. It's just like this sweet, elegant, effortless kind of smell. But there is this darkness to it that I think comes from the plum that's in here. Ever since I realized there was plum, I like the rose part of it is something that I don't really catch as much anymore. Though I'm sure that's in there too. It's basically just like a very light, musky vanilla with like an edge that's brought on by the plum and the rose. It's very, very light, but it's gorgeous. It's the kind of perfume I'll do like 10 sprays when I wear it, and I will get compliments. I think you can wear it in any context, but it definitely, the mood it evokes, to me does feel like sultry, sexy, like black dress vibes, even though I will wear this to work. And I did have a coworker say that like she wanted to follow me around because it smelled so good. I really, really love this. It's not like crazy strong or anything, but it's definitely kind of a good layering fragrance, or just a fragrance that you spray a lot of, that just gives off an effortless beauty. I think there's a time and place for that, and I really like that about this one. The next one I want to talk about is Valentino, Donna Born in Roma. This is one I just have such a conflicted relationship with. Like sometimes I love it and other times I don't. It's a very like sweet, tart kind of scent. Sometimes it's not sweet enough to me. Sometimes it's almost like too sour. But that like sour tartness that comes out of it, I also really like. To me, it smells like a mean girl, like the popular mean girl who like doesn't just let anybody around her. It very much does give me off like Regina George vibes and whatnot. That kind of girl, or like a Jennifer Chack from Jennifer's Body kind of girl. Like that's the image it puts in my mind whenever I wear it or think about it. And I like that about it. Originally I thought this was really boring, but I don't feel that way anymore. Like I think it is a unique scent that really does create a vibe. This is one of like the closest perfumes I have that's like a fruity perfume. But it's still not like, I don't know, like it doesn't make me think super fresh. Maybe a little bit. I really like the jasmine that's in here, and I think some of the tartness also comes from that. I think it comes from like the jasmine and the blackberry, which combine really well. And I don't know if it's blackberry, it might be blackcurrant. But this is cool. I often find that when I layer it is when I like it the most. I've layered it with Casablanca before and loved what that did for it. Because I tend to like things that add sweetness to this, due to how, to me, it's very tart. Other people say this is so sweet, maybe too sweet, but I find it very tart. But I also like that about it. I like that there's like it creates kind of a barrier in a way. It's not like it's not trying too hard, you know? The girl that wears this is a girl that you aren't gonna impress easily, you know? And it's one that, with the weather warming up and with me kind of craving fruitier scents, more floral scents lately, this is one I think I am gonna continue reaching for more. Speaking of like layering perfumes with the Donna Born in Roma, one of the ones I really like layering with that is the Kayali Eat and Juicy Apple 01. I adore this, and I probably will get a full size of it eventually. This is even great by itself. People always say it's like a glorified body spray, but I think it's really pretty glorified body spray. Like, and it lasts, it's strong. I've been finding like with a lot of Kayali's, at first I didn't feel like they were very strong or lasted very well, but then the longer I have them, then when I wear them, I'm like, wow, this is really strong and it lasts. It gets, people notice it. And this one I just love because I just feel like it also creates a mood. It's a very fun, playful perfume that also isn't trying too hard. It never makes me really feel like glamorous in any way, like, but it does smell good. It smells like cute and fruity and nice. I just really like that about it. I love how unpretentious it is. And it kind of has this vibe of like almost being like the skin of an apple versus like the inside of an apple. And I really like that about it. And it's just like a really fun, sweet, fruity perfume. And I love the bottle. It's so fucking gorgeous. And I need a full size. And I definitely will do that eventually. But I feel like I should at least finish this before I even consider getting a full bottle, right? Like, girl needs to chill. And then in that same line and genre, I did get a travel spray of Daisy Love Oh So Sweet. This is also a very like sweet candy-like fragrance. It reminds me a lot of Cloud. It doesn't smell the same as Cloud. It's not a dupe of Cloud, but it feels the same in that it's very sweet, it's pretty, it's lighthearted, it isn't trying too hard. It's girly and playful, you know, it's like all of those things. And I've been really liking that kind of vibe lately. I really love this. I just think it's such a fun candy-like perfume. It's the closest perfume I have that makes me think of candy. This is also one I could see myself getting a full size of eventually because I just find it so pleasant and unpretentious and cool. Last but not least, I want to talk about a fragrance that I just think is such a badass, gorgeous scent that I'm so happy I have in my collection, and that is L'Interdit Intense. So I went to Ulta and I smelled L'Interdit Rouge and I was like obsessed. I smelled the normal L'Interdit and I was like, it's nice. It was very bubblegummy, but the Rouge was a lot more creamy bubblegummy and I loved that. And then when I looked at the reviews, everybody talked about how this is even creamier and it's like deeper and sexier, and really like a lot of people thought it was the best one. Between this and the Rouge, I don't know what my favorite is. I want to smell the Rouge again when I go to Ulta because I think the Rouge from my memory smelled sweeter. This is not a very all that sweet. It's just like very pretty and bold and like creamy and kind of dark, mysterious, seductress vibes. It lasts really well. This also has a black pepper note, I think, and it gives it a little edge. It's something that I get more in the like far dry down of the fragrance. I don't smell it a lot right when I spray it. Right when I spray it, I really get that deep, creamy tuberose. In terms of the mood this creates, it reminds me a lot of the mood that something like Hypnotic Poison creates. And Hypnotic Poison is my favorite perfume. I'm pretty much, I've run out of that one. I think I have like a few sprays left in it. And that one for me never really lasts. I know I've heard it's a powerhouse, but that one's also been reformulated a lot. It's one I will rebuy because I love it so much. But until then, this one I really love, and I think it has that same kind of like creamy, dark, sexy vibe that Hypnotic Poison has, and it's very unique smelling, and it's hard to put your finger on, like, what does that even smell like? It smells good, but I have no fucking idea what that smells like. So this one to me is just really fantastic. It has a sesame, is it sesame seeds? That's a note in this that I think also adds to that creaminess, and it makes it so it isn't too sweet either. Like the vanilla in this, like the vanilla in Hypnotic Poison, is just this like weird, creamy, distant vanilla that, like, I don't know, it's cool. It's the kind of thing I really like. I think this would be a really great going out fragrance, a good date night fragrance. But it definitely is more of a bold one, even though I have worn this to work because I'm crazy. I'm sorry, leave me alone. Yeah, this one's so cool and definitely worth checking out. But yeah, that's it for this video. Those are kind of the perfumes I've been really into and reaching for a lot lately. And what perfumes have you guys been into? What are your favorite spring fragrances? I'd love to know. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye.